What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk, Michael, and we're back with another video. We got to talk about last night. But before we begin, I do want to remind everybody if you're new to the channel and you were in last night's stream, I appreciate it. I live streamed the game, so if you want to tune in for that, you can go find the video right now on my videos. But shout out to everybody who tuned into last night and who's tuning into this video. Hit the subscribe button, we'll hit the like, because we have a lot to talk about. Okay, let's start off with the positives, I guess. This game was relatively close. Surprisingly, I thought the Texans were, even though I picked the Bears to win because that was a homer. Newsflash, that was a homer pick. I thought this game would be a blowout if Caleb played the exact way he did against the Titans, which he did. But no, it was relatively close. The defense did well. Went toe-to-toe with a Super Bowl contending AFC team, the Houston Texans. Now, I do got to give credit where it's due. The defense did their job. Only allowed one touchdown that whole entire game. Was able to contain that entire offense. Stroud had to keep rolling out. But, oh boy, we have a lot of negatives to talk about. First, let's start off with the elephant in the room. And no, it's not the offensive line yet. It's the quarterback, Caleb Williams. Make no mistake about it, Bears fans. Caleb Williams played terrible yesterday. Now, I will say, granted, it was not all his fault because he got blitzed majority of the time. He was inaccurate down the field. His accuracy has been terrible the past two games. And Caleb Williams, even the Caleb Williams biggest fans will tell you his accuracy has been terrible the past two games. He had 2 interceptions. 2 were his fault. He underthrew DJ Moore, which should have been a catch. DJ Moore catches that ball if an accurate quarterback throws that ball. And the other one where he escaped the pressure and he threw it into triple coverage, mind you, and it got picked. Caleb Williams played awful. Did he look better than last week? Not by much. Yeah, he looked better than last week, but not by much. But make no mistake about it. Caleb Williams played a terrible game. His accuracy needs to improve. He needs to realize this is not college. This is the NFL. And he has a ton of games to get up to the speed soon. But holy shit. We talk about Matt Eberflus being on the hot seat, which Eberflus is on the hot seat, and that seat just got a little hotter. But nobody wants to talk about Ryan Poles being on the hot seat. Poles had 3 years to fix the offensive line. And the offensive line had their worst performance. 7 sacks. 36 pressures. 36 pressures. Braxton Jones is I've been saying he's not a starting left tackle. And I've been saying, let's go get David Bakhtiari. No, he's too injury prone. He can't do worse than Braxton Jones. And oh my God, don't even get me started the center position, which I've been preaching all offseason to fix. And they go out and give us Colton Shelton, who's not a Connor Williams. He's not a top. We didn't draft a center. We didn't. Colton Shelton played a terrible game. Darnell Wright kept on getting penalties after penalties. And Nate Davis, I've been done with Nate Davis, but this should be because we got Velus Jones Jr. a healthy scratch this game. You need to get Nate Davis a healthy scratch. Because the past 2 games that I've seen Nate Davis play, he's played terrible. He can't block for shit. Nate Davis Nate Davis needs to get out of here and get benched and go flip some burgers with Evan Neal and go flip burgers with Daniel Jones or go play. No, don't go into the Canadian Football League because Canada doesn't need to suffer enough. How about you go to China and play for their football team, Nate Davis, along with Evan Neal and Daniel Jones? Paid you all that money just to not block. Let's put in the rookie that we got in the 3rd round. You can't do any worse than Nate Davis. Waldron, you're starting to concern me. And that's not a good thing, is it? No, it's not. Waldron, you need to put your best players out there on the field. And when I mean best players, I don't mean Travis Homer and Gerald Everett on 3rd down. Why is Cole Kmet and Khalil Herbert not getting enough playing time? Or, matter of fact, not even Khalil Herbert, Roschon Johnson. Get it for your thick skull, Waldron. You need your important players in there. Travis Homer is a special teams player. Gerald Everett is a tight end too for a fucking reason. Cole Kmet is non-existent. Roschon has been non-existent. Khalil Herbert, granted, he had a touchdown, but he's been non-existent. Guarantee you nobody knew Khalil Herbert was still on the roster unless you're a diehard Bears fan. Matt Eberflus, although the defense did well. I'm not getting on you about the defense. But when it's in front of your eyes, the most obvious catch, and you still threw the challenge flag, you need to get your eyes examined because that was right in front of you, and yet you said it was, and you probably have a headset to the booth, which Chris Collinsworth, bro, you're the reason why the hype around Caleb Williams is going to be you put too much expectation. But neither here nor that. You need to stop listening to the booth. Oh, we should challenge that. That should have been a catch. The interception, I guess you can give him a pass because it was relatively close. But no, not that. Because it was the most obvious catch you will ever see. Outside of that, this was an indictment on the offense. Ryan Poles needs to, and Ian Cunningham and Kevin Warren, they need to do something about this offensive line. Because this is why quarterbacks in Chicago never develop. And no, I'm not saying Justin Fields would have done any better because I've been saying no matter who the quarterback is, the offensive line needs to do its job. No, Michael. The quarterback can determine how bad an offensive line plays. That's all what I was told the whole offseason. But no, the offensive line still has issues. And you wonder why the quarterback is getting hit. You wonder why the quarterback's making inaccurate throws and making boneheaded decisions. I'm telling you, that's why quarterbacks don't develop here in Chicago. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter who the head coach is. It doesn't matter the general manager. The offensive line is still an issue. And that's a stain on the players, and that's a stain on Ryan Poles. Because Ryan Poles One job this offseason was to invest the offensive line. People think, oh, it was the quarterback. No, it was to address the offensive line. And what did he do? He signed 2 offensive linemen. Two are not starters. Ryan Bates is on IR, which I understand if you don't want to put in Doug Kramer. But we didn't do anything to address the needs of the offensive line. But let's put out Nate Davis and put in the rookie. Can't do any worse. But my goodness. Like I said, I'm trying to be patient because I'm done being patient. I waited 101 years for a quarterback. And for all the Bears fans that like saying, "Oh, let's go down. We should have taken a haul and traded down for Jaden Daniels." Granted, Daniels won yesterday, but that wasn't because of him. That wasn't Dane as much, and Daniels is gonna get killed. Caleb Caleb is just gonna get killed behind this offensive line. Like this offensive line is just beyond terrible, and I've been preaching for it to fix, but people think it was a quarterback issue. No, it was an offensive line issue. No quarterback will succeed under a bad offensive line. It doesn't matter who you are. But anyways, that's my thoughts. We got the Colts next Sunday, and I'll probably be streaming that as well. So y'all tune in for that. As always, thanks for watching and bear down.